podcast are we recording today?
We're recording Popcorn Buckets, the movie podcast that we knew we weren't your first choice, but you're here anyway, so thanks for coming.
I feel like I should sue you for copyright infringement.
I'm not Pal World, Nintendo.
I'm glad you saw that. That saves me a TikTok to send you.
Dude, I saw that and I'm so shocked that it didn't happen sooner.
I think we all are. I really do. I think we all
Do you want me to tell them what we watched today, or you got it?
We are continuing our exploration of the Alien franchise. We are on Alien 3, 1992. Could you recap the movie? I
So
will tell you if
literally-
you're wrong.
Oh yeah, this you gonna tell
That, or you can listen to the last episode and pretty much get my summary.
Well, it's about this colony where we got to go save a girl, and they pick them off one by one.
Hold on a minute. No on the girls. No. Those are icky. Delicacy.
That's because of Aliens episode 2, Aliens episode 2 from last week. You were like, no, Kevin, they're on a prison planet. What? No, hold up, that's 3. Oh, my bad. No, but seriously, the events of 3 starts off literally like maybe a couple hours, give or take, from 2, where the plane crashes. And this is what pisses me off. Everyone dies but Sigourney Weaver's character. Everybody. Even the droid went offline. And turns out they're on this prison planet where it's nothing but men, and it's like a weird cult kind of thing. I mean, it's just weird. They shape their heads.
So they weaponize religion into making the monks take a vow of celibacy, reform their lives to Christ. Controversial take. If you're tempted, if you completely reliant on religion to keep you from doing bad things, that could be an issue in your morale.
Yeah. Dude, and it shocked me. I was just like, well, they're on a prison planet. It's a cult, but who's in charge? And it was so confusing. And then they were trying to bury the girl, but it turns out one of the aliens.
Time out. Who's in charge?
Well, that one guy was in charge, but then he died from that. Dude, the practical effects when he died in that explosion, oh my God, dude, I almost threw up. I was like, ooh.
That is not true. You almost threw up from the dog.
Dude, the dog scene too. Oh my God, dude. I was trying to watch this movie last week, and it got to where the alien like infected the dog and it was feeding off the dog's organs. And I was just like, nope. And then when we were talking about some stuff earlier, I was going to start playing it, and I just see guts everywhere. This episode's explicit, by the way. Guts are everywhere, and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, we use cuss words like guts, and that's pretty much it. We don't fucking swear here.
It's gross. It's makes you want, dude. I almost threw up at the dog part where they see the guy that's in charge. His face is like burnt off, and he's like oozing white
What
stuff.
about the fan one?
Huh?
How'd you feel about the fan?
Dude, I wanted to throw up, bro.
Because there was blood and guts everywhere. He gets pulled into the fan, and it's pretty much a wood chipper effect after that.
Bro, I know, bro. I was just like, ooh. This movie, I'll give this movie credit. It relies on practical effects a lot. And to me, they upped it the ante by kind of going up to their roots, but being more blood and gore. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Where I think in Alien 2, it was more action adventure, where in Alien, the first one, it was survivor nightmare. And I feel like with 3, Even though with 3, I want to trash and it makes me vomit, they went back to their roots,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Also, when that alien impregnated Sigourney Weaver, I thought she was dead on the spot.
See, this one didn't seem like a murder mystery. Well, I take that back. This one didn't seem like a horror movie. This one seemed more like a murder mystery where they're like, where is the alien? Is it in here? But there is no alien. In actuality, it was the alien was the thing in our chest all along. Oops, we're dead.
Yeah, for real. She's like, I'm gonna die. No, we need it. And she's just like, fuck it, I'm dying. And she just jumps. And now, because I didn't remember how 3 ended. Now I'm like, okay, how does alien resurrection work if she's dead? But I do remember it being a clone. And like I said in last week's episode, Aliens, to me, resurrection felt like a copy and paste from 1, if I remember correctly. But we'll find out when we cross that bridge next week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember if, yeah, Alien Resurrection is pretty good.
Is it?
I think so. In this plot, the reason she's being kept alive, the reason this company wants her, is because her DNA, and she's a professional with these aliens, and so she knows a lot about the aliens. Spoiler, she becomes one technically in the next one.
That's I couldn't remember. It's been years since I remember Alien Resurrection bits and pieces, but I couldn't tell somebody the summary of the whole movie. But that's what I thought.
Ironically, I did not recall it when we were recording last episode. Like it was wiped from my mind like Men in Black. And I'm like, oh yeah, Alien 3. Okay, this is what's next.
Yeah, I mean, I like the title though, Alien Resurrection. But we'll get to that next week.
Yep, on Easter. I did not plan it out to come out near Easter. I just making an Easter joke.
Oh, I thought you did. I was like, oh, really?
I'm
Happy
playing
Easter.
into the religious. I'm playing into the religious themes of the movie.
A little warm. Yeah, when that episode comes out, I'm gonna show my Meemaw on Easter. Hey, Meemaw, listen to my episode. Oh,
So
I
you're gonna
sure will.
watch. What you're gonna do is you're gonna watch Alien 3 and then Alien Resurrection with your Meemaw just for the holidays. Come on, Meemaw, it's our new family tradition. Oh, good lord, it's the dog. And she dies.
Lord. Trying to think. I think back in the day, people actually introduced us to the first 2, or at least the first one. Dad, I think, introduced us to 2. Because, remember in the movie theater or the arcades, they had the alien shooting game
Mm-hmm.
that no one could ever beat unless you drop like $60.
No,
No,
did
you
not
never played.
recall, but go on.
You never played the arcade shooting games, the alien one where it's like the 4 actual guns and 4 people can play and shoot up the aliens. It's like the Halo one at Dave and Buster's.
I'm thinking of Space Invaders.
Maybe it was the pre, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the arcade machine with 4 guns, and 4 players can play, and they shoot at the screen. Kind of like
Mine did not involve aliens. Mine involved terrorists.
the terrorist one. Oh, is it the one where it's the
I
blue and red
guess
pistol?
it's like little handguns, like
Yeah, okay,
Glocks or pistols or something.
I remember that one. That one's in always every bowling alley, known to man.
Yeah, that's the one I'm familiar with. I don't remember one with aliens.
Really?
Mhm.
I always remember Aliens was big during our childhood. The Aliens one was big, and Jurassic Park has always been big. But now it's Halo. I always see the Halo one, which the Halo one's kind of cool.
I haven't seen the Halo. I have seen the Jurassic Park one in passing, but the one that I've played the most, is definitely ingrained in my memory the most, is the terrorist one. Because we were coming in off of 9/11, and so it was very politically driven, so it was like a very big, you know, fighting the terrorist.
That's yeah, that'll get you.
Mhm.
Trying to think, there was another one too that was big.
Buck Hunt.
Buck Hunt. Oh, the Terminator one. But I think after Terminator Genesis, they got rid of it. You remember? You didn't see
You're
the
right.
Terminator?
You're right. But I wanna talk about Buck Hunt because I was really good at that game.
You want to talk about Buck Hunter?
Yeah. I was just really good at the game, and I was really good at the game. I don't know how to explain it. It was like, you know how everybody has, like, that one hat trick, uh, arcade game they're good at? That was
Yeah,
mine.
nice.
I'm a really
Oddly enough,
good hunter in the virtual reality.
you dude, I'm so bad at those games, but I can shoot an actual rifle at least
Mhm.
decent. I can't shoot that little plastic. I'll be sitting there hitting, typing the thing. I'm like, I'm killing them, and I'm not killing them.
I mean, I will say that when I did play the terrorist game, my ability at Buck Hunt did transfer over to the terrorist game, where you're having to kill all the terrorists. I feel like I need to keep explaining that every time I just call it the terrorist game.
Someone's sitting there googling it. Terrorist game
Hold on.
arcade machine.
They don't need to wait for that. Terrorist
You're gonna Google
arcade. Yeah, I
it.
am.
Machine.
Oh, not
What?
Terminator.
Terminator will pop up.
Let's see. Yeah, Terminator definitely popped up. Target Terror Arcade Machine by Roth Reels, excellent condition. Hey, there's one for $3,989.
Awesome. You want to go
I think we
halvesies
could
on it,
afford
don't you?
that. Yeah, we should
Mm.
go half these. It can stay with at my house for a month, and then we'll rotate.
We'll keep it at your house. I already got my Capcom versus Marvel one in my corner.
I don't think Hannah will let that happen.
I don't think she wouldn't either.
Oh,
Dang, Hannah. Well, let's buy Buck Commander or Terrorist Commander.
Target Terror. So it was
Target.
called Target. Okay, there was a Target Terror for the Wii. We are definitely off track. It's by Roth Reels as well. Um, let's see. Target Terror video game. Yeah, it was called Target Terror.
Ah. Now
There
we
was
mean
one where you could pick what your character looked like. You didn't really see your character, but I always picked the cowboy.
yeah.
Um, and I would talk in a southern accent every time.
Oh man, dude. I remember the alien one. The alien one was cool. The alien what was scary about the alien one was the little chest, the little face grabbers that wants to suck your face and not take you on a date first. Them things were hard to kill. You had to waste like two
Hold
whole
on,
clips off of you.
hold on a minute. I'm looking it up. Oh, Hannah, we need to get one of these for the apartment.
Do not waste $3 on an arcade machine.
Don't tell me what to do with my money.
All right.
I'm a grown adult. I will go into debt if I want to.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I went to college, didn't I?
Shit, you ain't lying.
Uh,
How much debt are you in? 10K.
too much. All right, Devin, are you ready for my notes?
I am.
Cool fight seems kind of from the second movie seems kind of wasted now.
It does.
Uh, the political idea that a woman tempted them into raping, pillaging, uh, or stealing is just ludicrous.
I mean, I think it's a really old trope that just Hollywood keeps using, and it's just stupid. And it's like, really?
Now, hold on a minute, Devin.
All right.
You're attracted to your wife, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any intention of raping her?
No.
And that's what we call what?
Common sense.
I would have said self-control, basic human empathy. I would have also taken just not being a dick.
And you would have took the D answer?
I would have taken any of those answers. The idea that you have to have religion to not do those bad things is a problem.
Oh.
You don't see how that's a problem?
I mean, it is a problem because they were like, "Oh, my religion says you need to be my wife. Come here." It's like, "Oh, bro, hold up. We
No,
got
no, no.
aliens."
It wasn't that. It was that women weren't allowed. And so she couldn't be there and she had to be sedated so that the prisoners would not be tempted to rape her.
Oh, okay, and that explains why they shaved her head and made her wear the baggy clothes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that is a problem. Also, this movie's religious ideas are dependent on the idea that gay people don't exist.
I mean, I'm curious
That
to
is
watch.
on the 90s. That is on the 90s.
That is. I'm curious to see how Covenant, because I think Covenant has something to do with our religion with the aliens. So I can't wait until we dive into Covenant.
Yep. I'm only an hour and 8 minutes and 16 seconds into Prometheus.
Still boring?
It got a little more interesting. A creature that looks like um, the facehugger came out
Ooh.
and they cut it and it melted one guy's spacesuit. And the glass melted onto his face and he suffocated and died. And the other guy had it insert into his body, go into his suit, go into his mouth. And now I'm waiting to see what happens. We're getting jazzy with that, Devin.
Dude, I can't wait to watch that movie.
It got really interesting. And Idris Elba is like, "Are you a cyborg?" And she's like, "My quarters, 10 minutes." And I'm like, "There's one in every movie. Are you it?"
Yes. That's a trope in
Because
this franchise.
yeah, there's two possible suspects so far, and I'm really invested. And I like how as we go through this series, I'm like, I'm on Prometheus, and this is where I'm at.
There's always one android character, but which one is it?
Plot twist, it was me all along.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even see that twist coming.
Dude, which one was it? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, this movie does throw some twists. Like, two, the plot twist was they wanted the mother. One
Mhm.
was they tricked the crew into getting the egg. And this one, it really wasn't a plot. The plot twist was the alien was inside Sigourney Weaver the whole time.
That is such an 80s thing. The magic was in us all along.
Yeah, the magic wanted to kill you all along.
Oh, and it just burst out of my chest. What
And I'm
ma-
gonna jump into this lava.
Oh, what magic is this? Oh, and I'm dead.
I mean, I like how it just ends. She's like, "All right, bye," and everybody's like, "No," and she's just like, and then black screen,
Yeet.
just black screen. That's it. Everybody's just like, I wonder how pissed people were in '92 to know that it ended like that. You know what I mean?
I cannot recall there was, it may have been this movie. There was one of the movies we watched for Popcorn Buckets where I was like kind of annoyed it ended that way. I'm thinking it's this one because it was something we recorded this year. And where I was like, I'm kind of mad it ended that way, but I know we got more in this franchise to power through, but I'm not happy how this ended.
That was
So,
oh gosh. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to them. I think it's already passed too. It's a
I think it's
franchise.
this one. No, I think it's this one.
You think it's this Alien movie, Alien 3?
Yeah. It
Okay.
may have been
I
it
mean,
because I watched this a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I could have been cooking or something, and I was like, this is how it ends. I mean, I guess we got
uh,
more in the franchise, but why?
I mean, okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, it's just like they found the alien, it's in her, and they wanted to worship the alien, and she was like, "Nope," yeeted herself off, and that's it. It was like,
Yep.
really? I wasted all that time, watched my favorite character from the second movie die, create a new relationship. There's a murder mystery, everybody dies, blood and gore horror, to find out that she had the alien growing in her the whole time, and now that it finally is born, she's just like, "I'm gonna just jump in this lava."
You know what they need to do?
Well,
I need you to know this idea is completely satire. It's the Alien movie, and it's a murder mystery, but it's on the Orient Express, and it's a space station. It's pretty much just basically Alien, but with an old timey detective like, who could be the murderer? And in actuality, it's just the alien the entire time.
oh my god, so stupid.
I know.
What they need to do is play a they do
This listen, this could be an SNL skit.
Dear
Go on,
SNL.
go on, and do your Muppet bit.
They do a Muppet bit.
Yeah, your Muppet bit. You were like, they need to do a Muppet version.
Ew, ew.
Devin, Devin, just imagine every time Kermit is the alien, and every time he pops out, "Hi-yo, Kermit the Frog here."
I couldn't take it serious. I'd be like, and you're done.
Like, that'd be so great.
Honestly, when the thing pops out of your chest, it's just Gonzo. Gonzo's just as confused as you are. Hey,
No, I like it's just that, "Hello, Kermit the Frog here."
I want the thing that comes out of your chest to be Gonzo, and he's just as confused as you are. Be like, hey, guys, why am I here?
You know what would probably be the shrimp guy? Oh, I'm forgetting
The
his
suck in your
name, but
face.
yeah,
Felipe or whatever.
yeah, Felipe. He's like, "What's up?"
He's just like, he's the one that sucks your face. He's be like, come here, sugar ma. It's like, oh, get away from me, bro. Oh, bro.
Oh,
Oh man. Now that would be an interesting Jim. Dude, Jim Henson would probably. I hope we can. Jim Henson would probably help with the puppetry in that movie.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You ready for my next quote? My next note.
Yep.
How come all these movies have conveniently sized air vents for the xenomorphs to fit into?
Dude, I've never noticed that before until you just pointed it out.
I've noticed in every single movie, and it got to the third one, and I was like, I finally got to say something. Something is wrong.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Dude, here's my thing. Well, we did have a giant slide in the last one for the little girl to just slide down. I mean, I know that killing monsters after you, but whee!
When is slide time? Every time.
Yeah, getting tested up by a killing monster, slide time.
It makes the whole day better.
I guess
Cat
so.
stuck in. Listen, cat stuck in the wall. Slide time.
You got a losing football season, slide time.
By the way, the cat's out. The fire department had to cut her out. Um, I know she has a hidey hole. Yeah,
Is she over your shoulder?
she was. She's a bit spooked though.
I'll give her a couple days. But at least now you know where she disappears to.
Yeah. Devin, do you know what my favorite line in this movie so far is?
What?
I think I might be better off if I left. I find you unpleasant to be around.
Oh yeah, that weird creeper dude. He's always like, I'm in charge here. I'm gonna stare off in the distance and smoke a ciggy.
Yeah. This had the guy from Game of Thrones who played the Lannister dad.
Oh, did it?
Um, hmm? We talked about this earlier on the phone
Oh,
a couple
that's right.
hours
We
ago.
did. Yeah, we did. Sorry. As soon as we got the phone, I started at 8 and 3, and then Mom called to ask about the comedy show last night.
How did it go?
Oh yeah, oh dude, it went great. You can say, dude,
Crippled them?
huh?
I said crippled them
Yeah, you can say I crippled them.
with
Not as bad.
laughter.
Let me tell you. Yeah, I crippled them with lateral.
For
Listen, let me
legal
tell you something.
reasons, we have to say that.
Oh yes, for legal reasons, and it's for all the Karens out there on the Facebook, on the
The facey
Instagram,
books.
on the Instagram, on the Snappity chats, and on the YouTube especially. You're out there. You're ready. But no, I did an opening. My opening, besides funny, my opening bit was I'm not used to. I perform in a lot of bars and stuff where they don't really do walkout music. But I was at the Tipton Theater, and uh, the stage manager, he goes, "Hey, go talk to Matt. He's going to give you your walkout music." And I'm not used to walkout music, and I was like, "Oh, I get walkout music. Okay, well, I'll go talk to Matt." And Matt's like, "Oh, give me your opening line. I'll get the gears turning." And I told him that I had a disabled joke. I'm disabled, and all the Karens don't cancel me on Facebook. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna play When Your Legs Don't Work the Same as They Used to Before by Ed Sheeran." And I was like, "Go for it." And he didn't do it. And I was like, I wanted him to do it so badly.
Yeah.
But hey, it's all good. It didn't help that I just pointed at a random lady in the audience that I couldn't see because those lights were bright.
Oh, I thought you took off your glasses again.
No, bro, I've actually gotten the anxiety's kind of gone away now.
Yeah.
And I originally was going to, but I had a cheat sheet script on me, and I was like, dude, if I get stuck and confused, I don't want to sit there and cover my face with a cheat sheet. I just want to be able to look at my cheat sheet real
Yeah.
fast and keep talking. So
I just
I've
want you
kind
to
of gotten
know
over
it
that.
sounds really bad when you keep saying that.
What cheat sheet?
Yeah.
I mean, it's what I had. Oh, sorry. Here, speak. How about this? Speaking notes.
It sounds like you're saying Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi
Hmm.
from Dragon Ball Z.
And I know what you mean, but the way it sounds. There you
Oh,
go.
anyways, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't
Anyway,
see something. I
okay.
couldn't see something, and I just randomly pointed at somebody. I don't even know if it was a middle-aged woman or not, but I just yelled, "I see you, Karen, on your phone on Facebook right now." Devin More Comedy, DEV. He is terrible. I see you typing in that comment section. You trying to cancel me. Talk about the
Yep.
big spot. That's what I told my parents. Like, how many people were there? I was like 61. They're like, oh my God, 61 people. I was like, yep.
That's almost the entire town. Is that the entire town? I don't know how big Tifton is.
That is not, bro. That's not the entire town, bro. Tiff County
Y'all got like
is,
about 600, don't y'all? Or in the thousands. Y'all are a
we're in the
much smaller
thousands.
town than Rome.
Well, it's probably about the same size. The problem is, the downtown area is the center, and then everything
Hmm.
spreads out.
Well, yeah, that's how it normally is. But Roman's much more rural, so I'm assuming that Tifton is a lot more smaller, and then a lot of that feeds in to like Valdosta and that larger city near y'all.
Not really. Everything's spread out because a lot of the peanut factories and stuff, peanut fields are technically still in Tifton or like in those little cities outside of Tifton. Or like you know what I'm saying?
That doesn't equate for people.
Moral of the story is 61 people came. It was the biggest audience that I performed in front of.
I think you just started off with Megan and the dogs.
I sure did. And
And
at
and they
the
were like,
theater,
we gotta get this man out of the house.
you ain't lying. Sure enough. I thought I was bad. Nothing but good comments, and it's like, all right, let's do this thing.
And I thought I was the funny one.
Yeah, well, you're just a logical thinker. I'm the funny looking one. Heyo!
Yep.
Man. But on to your next note.
All right, Devin. Hold on a second. Gotta scroll back up. The man had the power to scream and put on goggles for trying to rape Ripley. The man had the audacity to be like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rape Ripley. But first, I gotta look cool while I do it. And he put on a pair of goggles and was like, oh yeah. And he just got beat up.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I looked at that and I was like, oh,
I
weirdo.
watched it happen. I was like, and then he got the absolute crap kicked out of him, and I was like, okay, always write this movie again.
You ain't lying.
Oh, yeah, that's all my notes.
That's all your notes.
Hmm.
But you know what's my favorite scene in the movie? And I'm just like when the alien is like right here in front of her face and it's just sniffing her, and she's just like, and I'm like, dude, that scene's so iconic.
Yeah.
That was my
Oh,
favorite scene. Besides all the blood and gore making me want to throw up like a couple times in this movie.
well, you have a weak constitution for aliens.
I do.
That's okay. I have a strong constitution when it comes to pirates.
Oh god.
It's
Not the pirate. It's okay. Remind me off when we done recording. I gotta tell you a joke Megan want me to say. I haven't said it yet, and I'm not gonna say it for this show.
kind of concerned.
Oh, it's nothing bad. It's you'll get the joke when we get done recording. But yeah, that's pretty much all my notes. If you guys enjoyed what you heard today, come check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, and as well as we're talking about comedy. Hey, outside the podcast, I do stand up comedy. You can follow me on all social media at Devin Moore Comedy. That's DEVIN More MORE. Come follow me. Come check out the cringe. Come have fun with me. And you can check out on the Random Hour, where it's our pop culture podcast, where we've had a bunch of awesome guests on our show this year. So come check them out. And of course, we have our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video version of our episodes and some other original content that we make along the way. You can follow us on social media on Instagram at Rando Boys and on Twitter at Random Incorporated One. Oh crap, we forgot to rate it.
I did not. You just started doing the outro, and I'm just sitting over here like, well, I got to remind him now.
Sorry.
Devin, what are you rating this movie?
I still didn't care for it, but it went back to its roots, and I was going to trash it low originally, but I'm going to meet in the middle and give it a solid 5.
Really? Can I ask you
Yes.
why so low?
I mean, the blood and gore and the guts made me go, ugh, and and then all those lovable characters from 2 just died, and I'm like, well, besides the personal one to hurl, and I'm pissed that the characters died. Overall, it's a decent movie and it ended abruptly, so I'm like, I'm gonna give it a solid 5.
How can I negotiate you up a couple points?
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my solid 5.
I thought this was a pretty good movie. I thought it was going back to its roots with the horror a little bit, but in more of a guise of a detective movie in
Mm-hmm.
space, which I thought was a nice change up for the Alien franchise. And so I I thought it was doing really good. Special effects really good, even if you didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about bumping mine down a couple points because I didn't like the ending. But I feel like I need a carry now because you're rating it so low. Because I do think this is, with a combined score, I would say this is about like a between a 14 and a 16. But you would put us at about a 13 with National Treasure plus one and Rodin. So maybe I should just give it an 8 like I was going to.
Well, okay.
So
I mean,
yeah.
you raised all good points. I'm just like, I was upset that the characters died. The blood and gore, I just couldn't do it. I was like, ugh. But it was cool. The practical effects was great. You know, we're still not in that era in Hollywood where they use CGI. They might have used it a little bit. I couldn't tell, but it was still practical effects.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to get, and I just, like I said, I didn't like the ending, so I'm like, I'm gonna give it a solid 5.
Fair point. Fair point. So Devin, or do you want to do the outro again, or do you want to tell them what we're gonna watch next time?
Next time we're gonna watch Alien Resurrection.
Man, it's almost like somebody planned to watch the entire Alien series in this lineup for popcorn buckets. Wonder
Yeah,
who
we
could have
did.
done that. Probably the same person who made us watch all of the Pirates of the Caribbeans and then promptly watch Cars.
Ka-chow.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Devin, what are your last words?
my last words are, I'm gonna jump in the lava.
Yeet.